So this was the end of day one. I took that Duralast battery to advanced, where I got the diehard. Just out of curiosity, I had him put it on a tester, and lo and behold, it would not even pull 1 volt. So I knew it was deader than a doornail. And obviously that battery was old. I mean, it was from somewhere in the 2000, 2010 range. So I knew I did the right thing by bringing the battery, and that's one reason why he couldn't keep the car running when it hit, when he tried to start it in January 19. And when he tried to start it again during Cuddlewood during January 20, couldn't get nothing out of it then. Well, day 2, and hopefully today will be the day that I get it home. As of right now, the plan is to drive it home. I just met with my friend's daughter, got her signature on the title, and on my way over to get title and license for the car. I've got insurance, and I had it plugged up sitting here last night on the battery maintainer. You can see the extension cord going to the house. I had it plugged into the battery maintainer, and it is working after all these years. I can hear the little noise from it down there. So hopefully everything will go good at the courthouse and get it moved today. I just pulled up here and popped the hood, propped it up, and kind of curious, thought I might give it a start. Anybody want to see how it cold starts? No, I have not started it today. See? Cold as ice. Like I said, I just arrived. Now I'm touching the manifold. Cold as ice. Let's see how it fires up. Let me disconnect this. So I can disconnect this. Set this phone down here where I can disconnect the battery maintainer. And let's give it a spin. See what happens. Well, keys would help. We go get keys. And we got the keys. Let's see what happens. Of course, it is old gas. We know that. Does it? Sound like it's only running on one cylinder there for a minute. There it goes. Well, we'll come back later. All right, here we are. We've done been and got the title in my name. They let me keep the original title from 1987. It shows Randy's name, and it is the original title. Had 48 miles on it, GMAC. I got to keep that. That was a blessing. I'll reveal that later. You saw me come by earlier today and give it a spin. We're going to disconnect the battery and fire it up and try to drive it home. We'll see how it goes. Oh my goodness, I think I scratched it. I really don't want to, but anyway. This car was repainted under Buick warranty in '93. I got Randy hooked up with that. Cunningham Buick in Springfield, and it was a beautiful paint job for a dealer paint job till sitting out in the weather all these years. Anyway, let's crank her up. See how it does. And I've backed it down from 32 to 28 pounds, and these back tires have been so dry rotted, I didn't want to have them pumped up so tight. Dried out. It was a brand new TE44 turbo on the car. So combination of turbo seals, valve guides, and old gas. dripping down back there? Huh? It's all dripping on that crossover. They did this for a while yesterday and it cleared up. Yesterday, you see in yesterday's video, it idled better. When we first started it up, got it up here, it idled a lot better. And now it's starting to level out and idle better when it's warming up.
I don't know. Were your main seal or a valve cover or something?
Oh, valve cover seals are definitely bad. All the seals in this thing, man.
Oh, they're gonna be.
Yeah, valve cover seals leaking. That's not blow-by coming from the breather over there. I showed in yesterday's video. You can see smoke coming off the manifolds, you know, where the oil's dripping out off the valve covers. See, come here. Coming right from the manifolds. It ain't blow by all the breathing. Not much smoke coming out of the exhaust. There's any. Check the exhaust. That's turbo. That's turbo. Turbo or valve seals. Well, I'd say probably turbo first. Or a little of both.
You got any oil in the truck?
Nope. I mean, it's a quart low. I checked it yesterday on video. It's a quart low. I mean, they ain't gonna kill it to ease it home. You know, it's not like I'm gonna be getting under any boost or anything. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead. Alrighty, 32,351 miles, and the car is officially leaving Randy's estate for the first time since 87. Well, actually, he lived somewhere else prior to coming back out to the family farm. I mentioned yesterday in the previous video that the car had been here since 87, but yeah, he did live on College Street there in town for a few years. It's officially leaving, provided we don't have to abort. And we'll see how it goes. Keep you updated. Well, this is as far as we got it. Got it to the interstate, and just a mile or so before the interstate, it started putting, sputtering real bad. I pulled over just the other side of the interstate there, disconnected the mass airflow sensor, and thought, I know this is a 12 years old gas in this car. I figured, but I don't know, you know, where it is on the fuel situation, because the gauge was down towards empty before I started it yesterday. Then after starting it, you know, it's pegged out. I can't even see it now. Of course, the tack gauge is pegged plumb out. So I'm flying blind, tried to put gas in it, got 2 gallons in it, and it was running out the top of the thing. Went ahead and dumped some of that STP, whatever you call it, you know, treatment in there. Didn't help it any. Of course, you know, it's at the top of the tank. And this is as far as we got it from the other side of the interstate. And had to go get the truck and trailer. And from here, we're gonna try to get it on over to the wash. Of course, there's no problem now. We get it on over to the wash and get it vacuumed out, cleaned up a little bit, but I don't have I left my, it's getting chilly out here, really chilly, and I left my shirt in the Suburban, so whew, it's gonna be pretty tough, but I think I can make it. We'll see. About it, Mopar Rob.
All right, man.
Thanks to my buddy Mopar Rob here. He's my strapper downer, and helped me out today. Mopar Rob been around a long time. Thankful for him. And we're gonna keep rolling on. We'll see you at the car wash. Oh, and by the way, so it had, what was it, 351 on the mileage. What was that? 356 now. So we got 5 miles down the road with it, and it won't even hardly idle at all now. I just know it's got a full tank of a decade old gas, and that's just what it seems like. Running out of gas. It acts like it's running out of gas, and it's not. So it's been spitting and sputtering. So anyway, when I get it home, I like to drain this gas, put some plugs in it, change the oil, and hook a mass airflow back up. We'll see what happens, but we'll see you at the car wash. Thank you, Mopar Rob. Well, the journey's not over, but the car has made it to its new home. It's a new home for the first time in how many years, since 1987. Today it officially transferred ownership from Randy to me, October 19th, 2022. And as a correction, Randy passed away this year, September 4th, 2022. I'd said yesterday 21, but it was 22. But I didn't get to the car wash because I lost daylight, and I left my long sleeve shirt in the Suburban that's over at Katie's, but I've got Randy's truck and trailer. And tomorrow we're going to go back to the car wash and pressure wash this thing. Got some mold and mildew cleaner and some Simple Green, and get all that crap in their vacuum instead of mine, and clean up the car wash and get all that crap off there instead of here. And while it's on this trailer, I can also get up under it a little bit and blow some stuff off, and then we'll see what it looks like afterwards. So day 2 of getting Randy's car home and so forth, and tomorrow will be day 3. Stand by. Until then, check out this beautiful new Durango. My buddy Mopar Rob got it for his wife. I can't wait to see my wife, or fiance, soon to be hopefully wife, in one. This particular color, I love this color, and I love the, well, they don't make blue anymore, but blue, or I like red, but she don't like red, but I do love this color, and would love to see Stephanie in one. The sooner the better, preferably a 6.4. Yeah, anyways, that's 6.4 liter, which is a Scat Pack, which is 500-ish horse, all-wheel drive. Yeah, that's Stephanie. Thursday morning, October 20th, 2022, day 3. So today, what I would like to do and hope to do is obviously get this thing up to the car wash to get rid of all this crap all over the car, and to use their vacuums to vacuum it out and so forth, pressure wash the engine, etc., and hit some up underneath it best as I can with it up on that trailer. Yesterday on the way back, we got 6 miles away from Randy's estate there, former estate, and because it's already been sold, and acting like it was running out of fuel. Nosing over, of course, I know the fuel in this thing is 12 years old. Come to find out, the tank was full, as I mentioned in the earlier in the video, that they stopped one side of there on the east side of exit 6 there off I-65 coming down 100, and only got what two gallons, maybe just a little over 2 gallons in it, and it was running out the top of the neck. Dumped a bottle of that STP gum out, or whatever you call it, treatment in it, like it do any good. The tank was full. So I know the tank's full. It don't have water in it, shouldn't have any condensation, but I know that fuel's broke down and so forth. I would like to pump this fuel out, change the fuel filter, and change the oil, and maybe get her running and get it idle fairly decent, pull the inlet pipe off and spray some carburetor cleaner or something in that throttle body to get something direct to the injectors to clean them injectors. Along with, I'm going to dump some Seafoam or Lucas injector fuel cleaner in the tank as well when I fill it up here in a little bit. Of course, it's going to be on the trailer. We're going to pump it out here and then take it to the gas station and fill it up. But first, I got to go after this thing, Randy's truck. The AC and radio decided to quit working, and the windows decided to stop rolling down yesterday. I hope it's just a fuse, but I got a feeling it could be something from the research I've done. It could be in the ignition switch or body control module, but it happened on the way here yesterday. That's all I know. So I want to see what I can come up with on that as well. So let's get into it. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, October the 20th, and this is going to be a YouTube video within a YouTube video. The YouTube video it's within is about this car right here. Be sure to subscribe and watch my videos to find the story, what's going on with it. But this particular video, we're discussing a 99.5 2000-ish GMC 3500. Yesterday evening, I fired it up, throwed it in reverse. I lost HVAC. Let's see here, check it out. Fired it up, throwed it in reverse, lost HVAC, which it was just working a few minutes prior. This quit, radio quit, wipers quit, door locks quit. I did not want to believe that it was a body control module or ignition switch. And that was my first thought, was a body control module. However, I had lights and signals, which that usually ties in with a body control module. So anyway, no matter how much Googling and searching I did, I could not find anything referencing the fuses. All it would say is, oh, it's an ignition switch, blah, blah, blah. So I come out here and I started out with checking. By the way, you got a fuse puller that comes in the box here. I swapped the AC and the starter relays. That was not it. And then thinking along the lines of, good grief, is this thing blurry? Is it my eyes? Checked the ECM fuse. That was not it. Then over here you've got lighting, battery, ignition A, ignition B, ABS, blower, and stoplight on this particular vehicle. And sure enough, it was ignition B. So I swapped it with the other 50 amp fuse for the blower. And you can tell it was blown right there, the ignition B. And voila. Mopar Rob just arrived. Voila. We've got HVAC, we've got radio, we've got wipers, and we've got windows. The overhead dome light, however, must be pre-existing. I don't recall, never looked to see if it was working prior to that incident. I do know that these lights are working. So, but that is it. That's the story. Paul Harvey, good day. No. Thank you for watching. Anytime you got any issues like that, be sure to check your fuses and your relays. Again, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and please give me a thumbs up on this video to help push it out there on the YouTube algorithm. Have a great day. So we're pumping the fuel out. Got the hood light wire and the wire on the back of the alternator here connected. Jump the fuel pump and we're pumping out the old gas. We'll see what happens. Got my buddy Mopar Rob here with me today. Thank you for being here, Mopar Rob. And sporting that beautiful Durango over there, and we're just moving right along. And we're trying to get every last drop of fuel out of this car. It definitely smells kind of skanky, so we're just letting her suck every little bit out so it starts spitting air. Getting every last drop. As you can see, which I'm about to disconnect it. And underneath the car on the trailer here, and as you can see, it's not that bad at all. You know, considering it's sit out in the weather all these years. In the video I made about it 3 years ago, I had a few people comment, oh, I bet that thing's all rusty underneath. Well, guess what? You were wrong. As I told you, you were. Now you can see it's got the oil slinging back from where all the seals are leaking on that engine. But I think it looks pretty good. Yes, it's the ATR Pitbull stainless exhaust. And reason for me being under here, I'm fixing to remove this fuel filter. Well, I didn't want to put anything but a GM AC Delco filter back on it, but I didn't have no choice. was pressed for time, went to Napa, settled for the Napa Gold, and here we are. So we got a brand new fuel filter on it. The filter that come off of it was brand new. I mean, I bet it didn't have 200 to 300 miles on it, but you would not believe the nasty, smelly gas that came out of it. That's what was running through this fuel system. So onward we go. And as I said, I preferred another GM AC Delco, but they didn't have one. So I'll hang on to this for part number for future reference. And that's what I had no choice but to put on it. A reminder of time savings. Running out of time today. Got to stop and go get a 12-year-old from school here at 3 o'clock. And just in case you're wondering what the coolant looked like, voila. That's the coolant that's been in it for all these 12-ish years. So we've got her up here to the station. Mopar Rob is dumping in some B12, Chemitol from Berryman. Mike Schroeder recommended that. We could not get the stuff that you could screw straight onto the rail and run it off the can. And of course we are filling it up with BP 93, what Speedy Og preferred. Always liked BP 93. Like the song says, BP, pulled into BP. And we're gonna fill her up, Buttercup. We got a brand new fuel filter, emptied all the old gas out, and we'll see what happens. Right, Mopar Rob? Mopar Rob's impotent. That phone just keeps blowing up. Looks like we're gonna get, how much you think we're gonna get out of the Mopar Rob?
That's about right there.
All right, that works for me. We got the gas cap here. Let me get you that gas cap.
See what, Mopar Rob?
Pretty good, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, get underneath it. So you see him right underneath the top. Maybe get a little more. The sensing come off the plate. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but it had particles growing all over it, just like the rest of the whole car did. But it's starting to look a little better. It's coming on along. We still got a long way to go. Get me wet. And we are still at it. We've got most of the top side covered and most of the bottom side as best we could. We're going to go back and be a little more diligent about the bottom. Hit it again. And now we're getting ready to start on the engine bay. We've got the oil hole here taped off mass air and everything best as we could. And pulled the breather pull the breather on passenger side cover. Got a little rag stuffed in there. Still can't get it to run. We've got fresh gas in it. We got a new fuel filter in it. And next step, when we get it home, is to get it in the shop, and then probably tomorrow or next day pull the plugs and see if I can clean the plugs up. Hopefully that'll get it running. But let's carry on with the cleaning for now. Mopar Rob is just pointing out, and this is most likely the original OEM factory headlight, but it's floating in water. Got a little ocean going on in there, a little ocean action. Let's see what these are doing. Yeah, this one's wet on the inside. I think these are probably the original OEMs. I might have replaced them. I know I replaced mine. I might have replaced these in the late mid-90s. I can't remember. But anyway, here's where we are, and let's see where we're going. So we backed up from the car wash bay and vacuuming it out now. And it's coming on along. Thanks to Mopar Rod. I'm beaten, but this is what it looks like after getting the barnacles off of it. Needs a little more spraying, but get that later. If it's clear or gunk it's still on. That's a gunk that's still on it. Doggone it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, you can work on this later. It looks a whole lot better than it did. Let me get this off here. I'm gonna get it. Thanks to Mopar Rob. He's helped me a lot the last 2 days. We've got up under it best we could. And as I mentioned earlier, all of y'all thought it was all rusted under here. You commented in the previous video on this car 3 years ago. You were wrong. Very wrong. Still not running under its own power. Tonight, the plan is to just get it to my house, push it off the trailer into the shop, and mess with it another day. Today's day 3, second video, and we're gonna be wrapping it up. We get in the shop tonight, and that's gonna be it for another couple of days, and I'll try to mess with it a little more. So here we are under the hood. Still got a long way to go. I think it looks a whole lot better than it did, but we still got a long way to go. A long way to go. Running out of daylight for today, and to be frank, I'm tired and wore out. Whooped. Since we're here, wiggle my fat butt over here. These vacuum lines, if I can get under it, hang on. Vacuum line right here is popping off. We cut it back, and then back here, I can't get under it. Right here, keeps popping off back there. All these vacuum lines are pretty much toast. I mean, these are original vacuum lines sitting out in the weather. People don't let your vehicle sit out in the weather. This is what happens. Now, time for my YouTube video within a video. I mentioned earlier in the day about losing windows, wipers, radio, and climate control. It's a common issue, and I'm one to use the tilt steering wheel often. I tilted the wheel and things started going out. I'm old-fashioned. I like to tilt the wheel up when I get out and pull it down when I get in. But it's a known issue, something's going on here with the ignition and the wiring in the column. So I'm not going to touch this wheel no more. But I've got 2 more 50 amp fuses in it. Everything's coming on and working now. I've blowed both of them. I found a problem earlier today. Replaced one fuse, started tilting the wheel, it blew. Placed another one, tilting the wheel, it blew. So I won't be tilting this wheel no more. I'm getting this truck back as soon as I can and let them know, hey, don't tilt the wheel. But there's a known issue going on with the ignition and the wiring. And there you go, folks. And by the way, those fuses, they get you temporarily down the road so your windows will roll up. Right here, known as let's see here, right here, 40 amp fuse here, 50 amp fuse here, and that's what's going on with them. Have a good day. Well, y'all, here it is. It's the second video in the series, but it's the end of day 3. This second video in the series started yesterday, day 2. Today's day 3, October the 20th, 2022. We got the fuel drained out of the car, got the fuel filter changed, took it to the wash. Could have done a little better job, but I think it turned out looking a whole lot better than it once did. And for the first time in 12 years, over a decade, at least 12 years, this car is inside for the first time. And it's home. It's at its new home. And the goal is to, as soon as possible, get it over there beside that car. But this is how it turned out after the wash today. I do think it has improved quite a bit. Looks a lot better. No barnacles on the license plate or anywhere around the car. Now, I did have to disconnect the battery because the antenna winder was the antenna mast kept winding and carrying on. But this is what it looks like after vacuuming, and it's just it's coming along, y'all. Could have done a little better up top, and I'm gonna correct it. I'm not done yet, y'all. This is just getting started here. But like I said earlier, I got a vehicle running outside, fixing to go in. Taped up the mass air, oil, little air filter plug in. Over here, the inlet. Still got water running out from underneath the car, from where we washed underneath it. And we just backed the trailer up here in front of the garage, just pushed it down the ramps and in here. Here's where it's going to be for the next few days. Hopefully I can get these fuel injectors cleaned. And that's my next mission, is to start with the plugs, clean up the plugs. And then I'm hoping I can get me a set where I can screw a line in here and run the car on some fuel cleaner, and just let it sit here and run on the fuel cleaner and clean them injectors. It's either that, I think, or pull that fuel rail and have to manually clean the injectors or send them off to get them done professionally through a machine. This is where we are, into day 3, second video in the series, and we'll keep you updated and posted on future developments. We'll have another video coming here real soon here in the next few days. And again, folks, this is just, to me, it's a tragedy. I love this man. He was one of my best friends, and I considered him a brother from another mother. He was here at this house every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, eating at our table, Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. I love him dearly, but I cannot believe what he let happen to this car. It was his choice. But you can see here, I mean, the hood was closed, but just sitting out in the weather. I mean, you can see there's no comparison between this car, which used to equal my car, and then let's take a look at my car. Of course, we'll have them we'll be doing a side by side comparison here soon, but I've already got the cover pulled back and, well, I struck the hood. But yes, if you see my previous video, I've got my front runners on the back because tires are dry rotted, and try to take it for a spin and pop my blowed one tire out, and the one that's on the front right up here is ready to pop. It's swollen up. Of course, this is a dirt line from the car cover. Oh, but there's just no comparison, y'all. This is what that car should look like. As you can see, I don't have any, you know, it's just daylight and dark. But this car's always been inside. And that car will be inside for the rest of its life, as long as I'm alive. And we're just gonna keep on moving forward with it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video here soon. Thank you for watching.